Hi everybody, it's Crystal. I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe today. So I actually just wanted to make a quick video to talk about another video that I might do if it can garner enough attention. That people want to do it. So I showed this on Facebook. And I asked on Facebook, but not a lot of people have Facebook. So I'm going to ask here too. So I can determine whether I shall do it or not. So I made this shawl here. Now, first off, I do not have a pattern for this shawl. I do not have a tutorial for this shawl. I will not make one. I never will make one. It is a one-of-a-kind that I made, and I'm going to be auctioning off this summer during my charity auction for animal rescue that I do. All right, so this particular design right here will never be made again by anybody. Like it's just, I sat here and I made it. I didn't write it down or anything, and I'm not ever gonna make it again. So you know what I mean. But I'm gonna use this as an example. So it's kind of like it's a more intricate shawl. So this shawl has no repeat rows. You know, it's like, so doing a shawl like this and recording it would have took me, it would have been like an hours long video, because every row, there was no repeat. I couldn't do like 5 rows and say repeat these 5 rows. Different all the way down, you know what I mean? But shawls similar to these, I'm sure you've seen them, you know, ones that are a little bit more intricate than normally what I would put on my channel. See that? So, you know. So remember, no tutorial for this ever. I mean, I won't do it. No pattern for this ever. This is just something I made in my spare time to auction off to raise money for animal rescue. All right, so it will never be made again. One of a kind, Bagoday original. But when I showed it on Facebook, you know, I wanted to show everybody, well, you know, just show people what it looked like. It's about 76, 78 inches across. It's a pretty shawl, you know. Well, anyways, you get the drift, right? Shawls like these. People, so, you know, a lot of people understood how I wanted to keep it a one-of-a-kind, because that makes it more special for the person that wins. Knowing that, you know, no, it's a, you know, my design, and no one, you know, I'm not going to release a pattern for it nor a tutorial. But, you know, some people really wanted to learn how to, or they just wanted to do shawls like this. And doing shawls like this is actually quite fun for me. I'll tell you why it's fun for me. Well, I'll start off and I'll say the reason why I don't do shawls like this on my channel is because they are quite time consuming. As like I said, when I make shawls like this, I generally make it where they do not have like a set repeat rows, like 3 or 4 rows, and then you just repeat them. I try to incorporate as many stitches as possible, because that's what I like to do. It's like when I make hats. I like to do that with hats a lot, but you know, but they're smaller. So when I make shawls like that, they're really fun for me to do, but I don't put them on YouTube because the time of recording time would be, even if I show you how to do the row, I stop it and then I come back. Even doing it that way, like a normal tutorial, it would still be a few hours long, because every row is so big, and every row is, you know, most of them are different all the way down. So, plus, also, I try to keep things on my channel as simple as possible, because if I do show something that looks to be a little bit intricate, people will not make it. They'll say that it's too hard for them, and they won't even try. So it gets no views, and then I feel like my time was just wasted. You know, I spent so much time on it, no one watched it. So I try to stick with simpler things that I know people will watch. But I know there are some people who like to watch more, who would like to have more intricate things. And, you know, I don't have a problem doing intricate things like that. You know, I can do stuff like that. Of course I can. It's just, that's the reasons why I don't put them on YouTube, because they don't garner enough views for me to, the time it takes to record them and the long video that it would create is, not enough people would watch it. You know what I mean? I have to be particular about the tutorials that I put on, because that's my time that I'm putting into them. Anyways, enough of that. So I thought, what if I did a shawl? I would not do a reproduction of that shawl. No, never ever would I ever reproduce that shawl. But of course I can make 1,000 different shawls with 1,000 different stitches, because that's what I like to do. I like to incorporate many stitches into things. So I thought about maybe doing a crochet along with a more intricate shawl like that. I will not do a blanket crochet along. No, I will not do a stitch sampler blanket. I don't make blankets. Baby blankets, maybe. I do not make blankets. I don't want to do squares of different stitches and sew them together for a crochet along. I don't want to do that. I have well over 100 stitch tutorials. You can do that. You can make squares out of them and sew them together. That's not something that interests me for a crochet along. But a shawl like this that a lot of people express interest on Facebook. That's why I'm asking on YouTube. A shawl that's more intricate like this, that has lots of different stitches in it, would be something I would be willing to do, because I enjoy doing shawls like that. It's a lot of fun for me, like I said. But I told you the reason why I don't put them on YouTube. So if I did a crochet along, what I would do is I would make the shawl in its entirety first, and then the first video would be me showing you what the shawl looks like and the supplies that you would need. And then you can decide if you would want to do the crochet along or not. And if you did, then I would already have all the videos made for it, you know. And I would probably separate the shawl up in over, you know, maybe 6 to 8 videos, releasing one a week, something like that. You know, we could do, so it's not one big long video, you know, and people would get bored of it. Something similar to that, you know. I'd work out the details. It would not be hard for me to do that, because I record tutorials all the time. I would just record the shawl, and it would be super long, but then I would just splice it up into different sections, and then the videos wouldn't be so long, and release them like once a week or once every 2 weeks. I don't know, something like that, you know. I'd work out the details later. But is something that you would be interested in doing? Please let me know, because I don't want to do it, you know, because like I said, I still have to record it, and even though I'm splitting it up over 6 to 8 videos, it's still a lot of recording for me to do, and I don't mind doing it if people want to join in and make it with me. Now, if that is something that you would be interested in, please let me know. Now, when I had some people interested, but they're like, you know, I hope you don't require a special yarn or charge. Okay, first off, I always say you can use any yarn that you choose for any of my projects, and I don't charge for a single video that I put on, and I never will. Every single video on my channel has been, is, and always will be free for everybody. So no matter what I do, it's all free. I don't want people's money. I don't want nothing from anybody. I just want you to watch the videos that I put on. That's all I want. Okay, that's all I want. So yes. Yes, it would be completely free, as all my videos will always be completely free. Now, for the type, I'll go and if this is something that garners interest, the type of yarn that you use, it will require a specific weight. More than likely, I would choose a 3-weight yarn, a DK. And I would advise it to be cotton or wool. It doesn't have to be, but the only reason I say cotton or wool is because a shawl of this magnitude with this many stitches, not this one, but one similar, will require, in the open work, lace work, will require to be blocked. So you will have to have, I will show you how to do that as well as the last video. You will have to block it in order to get, you know, the stitches open, you know, to make the lace work and stuff open. And also, a lot of times when you do a shawl with tons of stitches, not always, but a lot of times, sometimes the top doesn't always stay as straight as you want it to be. And to fix that, you block it. So this shawl was blocked, it's ready to go. That's why the stitches are so open and visible. And the top, now before I blocked it, the top was not straight at all. And as you can see, and the stitches were not open, you couldn't even see any of this lace work in it, right? So blocking is very favorable in a shawl like this. I hate blocking. I don't ever block anything. I know that things like this favor better with the blocking process. Not only just to open up your stitches, but mainly when I do a shawl like this, I'll try to incorporate as many stitches as I can into it because it's fun. It's fun for me to do that. And sometimes that makes the top not so straight. And then the blocking is needed to straighten out that top. So, and the reason why I say that wool or cotton blocks better than acrylic. You can block acrylic. Don't get me wrong. You can do it. It's fine. This wool and cotton blocks better. But if you want to use an acrylic, that's fine. It will block too. You might have to do it a couple times, more than you would acrylic, but or more than you would a natural fiber such as wool or cotton. But you know what? You use any yarn that you want. I'm just going to say that it will require to be blocked. And you don't have to have anything special to block. You can block on your carpet or a rug, or, you know, you just need some pins, right? You don't need special blocking boards. You don't have to go out and buy any of that stuff. I'll show you how. You can. I use blocking boards, but you don't have to use those. You can use a rug. You can use carpet. Just something that you can pin it into, you know, like something like that. So I don't want you to have to go out and buy anything special to do the crochet along with me. Is what I'm saying. For those interested, that red shawl right there, that's from my animal shelter. It was made with this. So it's a wool alpaca blend, and it is a DK weight yarn. It wasn't this color, of course. It was color 209, that one, in case anybody's interested. But this has 1,100 yards in it. And I also had to buy... Yarn company knows how to make money. They make smaller ones to match the last color of these, because in case you run out. Yeah, I ran out at the edging on that one, so I had to buy another smaller solid color purple here for the show. So I ran out of that entire cake right at my last 2 rows of the edging, so I had to go and buy their separate solid purple cake that they sell, because they know you're probably going to run out. Marketing genius. Anyways, I'm not going to use this for the next show, for the crochet along. I'm actually going to do another shawl like this, because I have some ideas in mind for what stitches I want to do. This isn't the first time I've made shawls like this. I just don't show them on YouTube because then people always want me to make them. and do tutorials. And from my experience on YouTube, stuff like this do not get a lot of views because people feel that they're too hard. Trust me, they're not too hard because I will show you how to do them. I promise you can do it. You know the basic stitches, you can do anything on my channel. Don't let something like that intimidate you. I'll show you the way. So, anyways, if that's something that interests you, like something you would join, remember, it will be a triangle shawl. I'm not, first, I'm going to do a triangle shawl. It'll be a crochet along. It'll be intricate with a lot of stitches. You'll need to block it. And more likely, it'll be a 3-way. It could possibly be a 2. I'll let you know later, but probably a 3. It just depends on how many people want to do it, whether I do it or not. I'm going to make it 1, but because I like to make shawls like that. But if it gets enough attention, I'll divide it up and make it a crochet along for everybody, so the video isn't so long and people can, work on the first video for over a week's time or whatever, and then I'll release them like that. But yeah, like I said, I would have to. Well, I think I already know what yarn I would use, but I'll tell you all that stuff later. If enough people want to do it, I will do it. And if it does well, I'll do another one, maybe a different shaped shawl, maybe half circle or crescent or more intricate. But remember, I don't do blankets, so no, I won't ever do a crochet along on a blanket. So that's not my style. That's what a lot of other people do that. And this doesn't interest me. But like I said, shawls like that do. I like to do those. I just don't put them on YouTube because the videos are so long, would be so long, because most of the time I make them without repeat rows. And 2, most people just think things like that are too hard and they don't want to do them. So that's why I don't. But yes, if you would be interested in a crochet along, let me know in the comments for a shawl, not that one, remember, but similar, like as far as a lot of different stitches in it. And just remember, you won't require any special yarn. I did mention that cotton or wool would be better for blocking, but you can block acrylic too. It might just take a bit longer. You might have to do it twice, but you can still do it. And I would show you how to do that the last video, how to block it. And of course the video would be free. Everything is crochet along anything, no matter what I do, it's always free. And yeah, that's what it would entail. If it interests you, yay or nay in the comments. You don't have to say, like, please do a blanket crochet along. It's not happening. I'm not doing a blanket crochet along. I never will. I'm never ever going to do a blanket crochet along. Never. Not my thing. There's lots of those on the internet. That's not nothing I would ever want to do. But people were asking for a crochet along, and then I showed that shawl, and I'm like, well, I could do that as a crochet along. It would make the video not as long, and if I broke it up, and I make those shawls a lot. I mean, they're fun for me. I like to do them. So yeah, let me know if that would be something that you would do, and if I get enough interest, I will record the next shawl that I make, which will be soon, because I like to do them. And then I'll break it up into videos, and then I'll put out the first video telling you how much yarn you need and what flavor I use to yarn, and alternatives that you could use to my yarn, and what size of yarn and hook and everything like that, and then we would just take off from there. All right, let me know. Bye guys.